I think you need to see this. His voice shook over the phone. Come to my studio. Don't tell anyone, especially your wife. This is for your eyes only. I remember the pause that followed, heavy and quiet. It wasn't fear. It was the unsettling familiarity of a truth I had suspected but refused to face. Something had been off for months, maybe years, and pride had kept me silent. When I arrived, he didn't speak. He simply opened his laptop, clicked into a folder, and let the evidence speak. Wedding photos, the laughter, the dancing, the champagne flowing, but in one corner of the frame the person I trusted most had betrayed me. Her hand wasn't in mine. It was on his. His hand rested on her waist. My best friend. My best man. They weren't merely smiling, they were locked in a gaze that belonged to them alone, as though the wedding wasn't ours at all. And in that instant, everything I thought I knew shattered. We had met 5 years ago. She was magnetic, calm yet stormy, the kind of woman who made life feel ordered and safe. I was consumed by ambition, building my business late into the nights, chasing stability. She brought serenity, or so I thought. The deceit didn't announce itself with a crash. It slipped in quietly, unnoticed at first. Small signs, her phone going silent when I entered the room, secret smiles at messages she wouldn't show me, laughter at invisible jokes. I told myself it was stress, that I was imagining things. But then came the late-night calls, the unfamiliar perfume, the empty gaze at dinner. I noticed it all and still I waited. Because silence is often the deadliest weapon when wielded patiently. The photographer handed me a flash drive. I wasn't sure if I should give you this, he said. But you deserve to know. The word cut deeper than anything else. That night I sat alone, replaying every frame until the betrayal became undeniable. I didn't shout. I didn't destroy. I wrote. Names, dates, details, patterns. Revenge is calculation, not fury. I let them think their secret was safe. I stopped monitoring her, stopped coming home early. I smiled more than ever. She mistook it for forgiveness, warmth, affection. She had no idea the slow unraveling had already begun. I started with what mattered, finances. Every shared asset, from our house to our accounts, quietly became mine again. Legal loopholes were generous to the prepared, and she signed agreements without reading. Trust, it turned out, was her most dangerous vulnerability. Then came my best friend, the man who had toasted our union with wine still warm with lies. I didn't confront him. I manipulated the contracts he relied on, project by project, until his company bled. By the time he realized, his reputation was quietly ruined. What? No. Precision. Months passed. Their affair, once intoxicating, began to rot. Restlessness. Irritability. Desperation. I observed from the shadows, letting the consequences of their own choices dismantle them. One evening I left an envelope on the table. No words, just the evidence of their betrayal. When she arrived, she saw the photographs before she saw me. White-faced, trembling, she asked where I had gotten them. I poured 2 glasses of wine, slid one across the table, and said, "Pictures rarely lie. People do." Tears fell. She begged. I stood, calm and cold. "You think I'm destroying you? I'm just returning what was stolen." By morning she had left. Quietly, without confrontation. I didn't pursue her. The city, the business, the life I'd built, everything carried on untouched. Within days, whispers reached me. Her finances in ruin, her lover's firm collapsed, her reputation preceding her. I never confirmed. I never denied. Silence had done its work. 6 months later, the photographer called again. "I'm done with weddings," he said. "Your story, it changed the way I see people." "Am I okay now?" he asked. I looked out over the skyline at the city that had watched me break and rebuild. "Better than okay," I said. "I'm free. Not through forgiveness, but through control, closure, and the quiet power of ruin."